Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Now, I don't know why, but today, for some reason, I've gotten self-conscious. I've started saying the word hey at the start of my video. Completely random, but tell me in the comments down below, is my hey too loud, or do you want a quite a little hey everyone, and welcome back to another video? Alright, with that little thing out of the way, we are back in r/TodayIF up. I'm sure you've all seen this subreddit. It's absolutely massive. Almost 16 million people. If not, this is where people share their hilarious F-ups. And this first one, by user/TallEntertainment28. It's a shocker. You will not be expecting this, so let's get straight into it. So, my friend and I have been close for a long time, and he tells me all his secrets because he knows I would never intentionally tell his secrets to anyone. I am known in my friend group for being a steel trap for secrets, because I don't care and don't have a good enough memory to share with anyone what they tell me. My friend, let's call him Haram, confided in me a while ago that he went to hang out with a female cousin of his. Let's call her Amelia. Well, Haram and Amelia always had a weird relationship, because Haram always found Amelia very attractive, and he thought she would flirt with him sometimes. They ended up going to a movie theatre, and ended up playing Hide the Cucumber in the back of his PT Cruiser. He tells me this in a Dairy Queen parking lot, and I nearly had an aneurysm. So I sat on the secret for 2 years. And I was doing so good in the whole not sharing earth-shattering secrets department. Fast forward to last week, I was hanging out with Haram and some of his other cousins, all of whom are men who he has not passionately hugged with, to my knowledge. And we were just playing video games and having a good time. At some point, Amelia comes up in conversation between all of us. His male cousins snicker a little bit, because apparently they knew he had a crush on her at some point. But I interpreted their snickers as them knowing what Haram had done with Amelia. I wasn't too wrong for thinking this, because these guys tell each other everything. So anyway, I said, dude, I still can't believe you banged your cousin. And one of his other cousins yells, you what? I think at that moment, I saw Haram's life force leave his body. Now I have to live with the fact that I might have just destroyed an entire family with one sentence. So anyway, I'm now going into witness protection because Haram is going to kill me. Forward any of my mail to my new address in Argentina. Adios, muchachos. Look, OP, the only thing you could have possibly done is played that off as some really messed up joke at your own expense. I told you at the start this one was bad, and it didn't disappoint. Look, I've got nothing to say about this one, so let's just move on to the next one by user/HYFR Hockey. This story starts, as all tragedies do, with a heartbreaking moment. I was playing a game on my phone and accidentally dropped it behind the couch. Very frustrating, but not a big deal. I'll just grab it from behind the couch, right? Oh no, I was so wrong. I reach behind the couch, and I'm pretty short, so I'm sort of just swinging my arm around, hoping to make contact with my phone. Suddenly, my arm catches on the back frame of the couch, between the couch and the wall. Specifically, the side button on my Apple Watch gets stuck. For those that don't know, the Apple Watch has an emergency SOS function. If you hold down the side button for a few seconds, it'll bring up the emergency screen. Then, it starts a 5-second countdown before calling 911. It makes a siren noise and starts vibrating pretty aggressively, then announces that it's calling 911. I heard the siren, but didn't register what was happening until I heard the announcement. I suddenly am hit with a rush of adrenaline and yank my arm out of a couch frame trap. However, it was too late. The dispatcher was on, and I'm screaming at both her and the watch that I'm okay, please don't worry, I'm okay. No, I don't need help or an officer, I'm really fine. However, I'm informed that an officer has to come out and check just to be sure. There are about 15 cops who live in my neighbourhood, so the officer who shows up was actually one of my neighbours, who I'd seen in passing. I open the door, very red and pretty out of breath. He says, "Mom, are you okay? We received an emergency call from this location." and I have to bow my head and explain to him that yes, I'm fine. I just got my arm stuck behind the couch, and the Apple Watch called 911 for me. At first, he just stares, and he's kind of confused. But then, his lips twitch, and I see that he was doing his best not to laugh. He explains that people accidentally calling 911 on their Apple Watches is pretty common, but he's never directly experienced it. And that this is one of the funniest moments of his career. Fortunately, he's a very nice guy, but now every time I see him around the neighborhood, he says, "Hey Apple Watch." Hey look, it's a good function for the Apple Watch to have. If you're really in trouble, it can come in really handy. While I was reading, I was scared though that you would get charged for a false alarm, because that does seem a flaw in the function, not really being able to cancel it in any meaningful amount of time. But whatever, I digress. Guess it's a good thing overall, but still, just an F-up waiting to happen. And here's our next post by user/TodayIF mother-in-law. So, my fiancé and I live together in our house, and because of the whole quarantine thing, she was worried about her mother being all alone. So, we invited her to stay with us, and she agreed. A bit awkward at first, but she's good company, and passed the awkward stage within 2 days. Yeah, so I woke up this morning, and my fiancé wasn't in bed, but I could hear the shower in our bathroom. Feeling a bit frisky, I decided to join her, and maybe play around a bit. I think we all know where this is going. I got fully naked and ready to go. I opened the door and the speakers in the bathroom were playing music. And then it hit me. Maybe I should tiptoe in and seductively start kissing her from behind like in the movies. It looks hot, so maybe it'll the same in real life, right? So I stealthily made it to the shower and wrapped my arms around my fiancé. When she screamed, I just started laughing, second wrong move, and said in a deep voice, "It's just me, baby," and tried again. It was only when she shouted my name and told me to get the F out, I realised that it was actually her mother. Since I'm a slow idiot, I just stood there for about 5 seconds, just staring at her as she covered herself before apologising and running out. I'm sitting in my car in the garage right now, typing this, and I still don't know where my fiancé is, or why the F her mother was showering in our private bathroom instead of the house bathroom. So that's my life right now, and I don't know how I'll live through this. And OP does say that his fiancée and her mother look very similar, down to things like hair colour. So if he woke up, it was still early, okay, I sort of get it, but dude, look around. Use your eyes. Yeah, look, I don't know what to say to help you. And here's an update. After spending the past hours across the street with my friend, building up confidence, I finally went back home and found both of them sitting on the couch. I first went up to kiss my fiancée and greet her, but she sort of turned her cheek as I came. I was bloody sweating bricks at this point, and said something around the lines of, "So, my mother says you two had quite the morning." Oh no, I can't even explain how scared I was, since they both looked serious. So I just started explaining my side of the story. When all was said, they both kind of looked at each other, then broke into laughter. Apparently, her ensuite shower had terrible pressure this morning, so my fiancé said she could try ours. So basically, we're back in the awkward phase, and her mother can barely look me in the eye. And though my fiancé says she's fine with it and understands, I can tell she's a bit angry and disturbed by the fact her mother and we saw each other naked, and also that I didn't realise it wasn't her soon. Needless to say, I'll never surprise my fiancé in the shower ever again. Yep, I reckon pass a facial recognition test before taking any clothes off. That's just the safest way. Also, preferably, finger scan, tongue print. Just make sure it is your fiancé/wife before you do anything that involves clothes being taken off. Oh, and here's another funny one by user/EdgarTFriendly, which is actually safe for work. So yeah, let's look at it. Since lockdown, my wife and I had found a new appreciation of the garden. It isn't big, isn't pretty, but it's a way to get outside. And given the cabin fever we've experienced, this is a nice form of escapism. We've always had a bird feeder that we topped up periodically. But with both of us working from home, we've enjoyed watching the birds come and go. We've got blackbirds, starlings, magpies, and more pigeons that you could ever count. After a while, we fed them by hand, and now we can even get a few of them to sit on our hands and eat. It's therapeutic in a weird way, and naturally, we've named some of them and so on. I really recommend it. Anyway, the wife asked a few weeks ago if she can buy some more birdseed. I said sure, sounds good. I should add, my wife isn't from a country that uses the metric system, and she's still getting used to it over here. I saw her in the room whilst she put the order in. Well, maybe, when she said, "Oh, is it okay if I get a fair bit? It's cheaper that way. And, oh, a selection for wild birds. Shall I get some of that too?" I didn't do my due diligence. I thought, what the hell, it's not like it goes off, we can stick it in the garage. When she told me how much it was, I was shocked, but I assumed she got a few bits with the order. Again, she's still adjusting to the price of things over here, and everything is super expensive to her. So, you can probably see where this is going. This morning, a delivery arrived. My first clue should have been the size of a van that pulled up outside our house. Ready to deliver 4 sacks of 12.5 kilos of birdseed. The delivery driver, from his safe social distance, lost his mind with laughter as my mind melted down as he pulled sack after sack off his van. My wife was in a Zoom meeting, and when I finally got her attention, revealed there's still more to come, that's in transit and will arrive tomorrow. For some reason, she thought it was 2.5 kilos to the pound. I don't know if you can picture the amount of birdseed we have, but I'd say if we take into account how much is due to arrive tomorrow, I expect we have about the size of a small sofa. We have enough birdseed to last our entire lives. We can give it as inheritance after we die. From drowning in birdseed. We've both spent a good part of the last hour crying with laughter amid our sacks. Every time I go into the hallway, I lose it all over again. After 6 weeks in lockdown, I really think I might be losing my mind. The best bit, we threw some in the garden, and the birds don't want to know. Little bastards. Yeah, looks like it's time to start a bird farm or whatever, an aviary, that's what it's called. I think you've got enough birdseed to last your lifetime, the bird's lifetime, your kid's lifetime, and maybe even your grandkid's lifetime. But gotta say, this is probably one of the most genuine F-ups I've seen in a while, getting your units confused. Unit confused, this is back to high school math all over again. I've got no other suggestions, OP. Just enjoy your birdseed. Maybe, I don't know, make a cookie from it or something. There's not much you can do with it anymore. And here's our next post by user/rude1214. So, in these viral times, I'm bored out of my mind, so I downloaded a dating app. I found a girl I'm really into, and we connect on many things. She loves Star Wars, some games, and she even likes football. Although, she completely chose the wrong team to support. Anyhow, I'm a bit worried she might be a catfish, cause she's hot as hell. At least a 10, maybe more. While I'm a 5 on my best days. There are a lot of catfish on this site, so I ask her for a picture of her. She's understanding, and we exchange some pics. Nothing special. On one of the pics, I spot a prosthetic leg. Well, she's probably a bit insecure about that whole thing, so I decide I must tell her. I noticed, but don't care about it. Yeah, I think most of you probably think I'm an idiot already, but don't put the popcorn away just yet. It's about to get worse. I haven't mentioned the prosthetic yet, but I'm looking for an opportunity. We're just throwing cheesy pickup lines at each other, as it's something we've been doing for a couple of days now. I ask if she's ever been jailed for stealing hearts. She responded to, "Do you think I'm a thief?" To which I respond, "I was thinking more a pirate." I haven't had a response in 10 minutes. Oh, and here's an update. It might actually be fine. She got the joke and planned to get back at me by not responding for a while. I think I like her a bit more now. Hey, well, seems good that everything worked out. And at least, OP, you were careful and fairly smart about your joke. I was expecting a whole lot worse when I first saw this story. And guys, I think I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel for Reddit videos 3 times every single week. But with that said, that is it from me. I hope you all enjoyed, and all I want to do is see you all here next time. See you later, guys.